Hi, I'm Lynn Maslen Kertell, author of Bob Books. With Bob Books Beginning Readers, I'll start out explaining how you teach very beginning reading, and then we'll step right into reading Book 1, Matt. First, I want to tell you a little bit about how to teach your child to read. So we'll go over some techniques and ideas. We're talking about Bob Books Beginning Readers for children who are just beginning to learn to read. So this would be for kids who do know their alphabet, they know what sounds the letters make, but they haven't really sounded out any words yet or read any books. So Bob Books Beginning Readers is going to be perfect for them. These books are specially made for your child to read to you. You don't need to read these books first to your child. Bob Books are phonics based. This means the words can be sounded out. This is a very, very strong foundation for reading success, both as children are beginning to learn to read, but phonics works all the way through high school and college. So once your children understand the idea of sounding out words, this will be useful to them for the rest of their lives. When a child goes to sound out a word, if they know the letters M-A-T and the letter sounds M-at, then they just sound out M-at. They squeeze the sounds together, mat, and they've read a whole word. This is a very strong concept for them. So Bob Books is written with all three-letter words. All the words can be sounded out. They're also written with consistent letter sounds. So A is always A like apple, never A like ape. And C is always K like cat, not S like city. These very small rules make a big difference when children are just at the beginning of reading. When you're ready to start reading with your child, get out Bob Books Beginning Readers in the blue box. Get out Book 1, Matt. Sit down comfortably with your child. You're a coach and a friend, so this is something that you want to do together and have fun. It's not a competition. Go ahead and read the front title to your child, Matt. Now look at the inside front cover. There is what I like to call a sounds dictionary, and this is something that's great to work with. Look at the first picture together. Can your child point out the first picture? It is the moon. Have your child say, moon. What is the first sound in that word? You both can practice that together. Then look at the letters, big M and little m. Both of those letters say the sound For your child, it's actually more important to focus on the sound than it is the letter name. So practice saying not saying the letter M. Now look at the next picture, apple, and practice saying A and pointing to the big A and the little a. Same with T for table and S for sun. Now you know all of the letters that you are going to need to read the first book of Bob Books Beginning Readers. Now it's time for your child to start reading. So look at the first page in the book. Have your child point to the first letter on the page and say the sound, If it's a little too confusing, it's fine to cover up the remaining letters with your thumb. So cover up the A and the T so only the M is visible. Then have your child say the sound, Now uncover the A and have your child say the sound, A. Now uncover the T and say the sound, T. At. Now squish them up together, mat. 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 Those three separate sounds can combine to be a whole word, mat. And look at, now your child has read a page. This is also a fun time to talk about, who is Matt? Does he look nice? Would he be a friend? There are two things that are happening. You're learning to read and you're learning the beginning of a story. You learned the name of a friend. His name is Matt. Now it's time to turn the page. Here's a familiar friend. See if your child can read to you, at, Matt. Sometimes they have to sound it out several times before the idea of sounding out really makes sense. So if they remember it, great. If they don't remember it, perfectly fine to sound it out again. And look, here's a new sound. S. You can use your thumb to help cover up the AT and sound out this new word, or if your child is comfortable with sounding out, they can sound it out too. S-at, mat, sat. Here's a fun new friend. Your child still needs to use their sounding out skills. What is the first sound in this word? S. What's the next sound? Ah. What's the next sound? So their new friend is Sam. If they struggle with this, let them work on it for a little bit and then give them some help. Turn the page and your child may continue reading. Sam sat. Matt sat. Sam sat. As children build fluency, they can read entire words at a time. It's not essential to sound out every word, but it's the skill they need to learn what the word is in the first place. So if they're struggling, go back and sound it out. If your child starts guessing, gently bring them back to looking at the actual words and not going from memory. Turn the page. Matt sat on Sam. Oh no, how did Sam feel about that? He doesn't look very happy, does he? Sam sat on Matt. Oh no, now Matt doesn't look very happy. Has anything like this ever happened to your child? Use this opportunity to have your child tell a story about their friends when things went well or maybe not so well. What did they do? One more page. Matt sat, Sam sat. Oh, look, I think they are friends again. And what are the two next words? They're very special words. The end. This is a phrase your child will become very familiar with, but it's not meant to be sounded out. Congratulations, your child has read an entire book. This is a time to celebrate for both of you. Be generous with your praise. Have your child practice this book a few times. What you're looking for is for the reading to be fluid and comfortable. So at the beginning, they'll sound out every word, and that's great. That's building a foundational skill. But as they become more fluid readers, they'll go faster and recognize the words on sight on the page. They're not forced to sound out each word. They can just recognize them as they see them on the page. That's exactly what you want. The only thing you want to avoid is them having memorized the book. You do want to be able to stop them and have them show you on the page where they're reading. Reading is a source of great pride for your child. So be sure and praise them and tell them what a fantastic job they're doing and how proud you are. To encourage your child to enjoy reading, have them read to their grandma and grandpa, siblings, maybe even their pet. Learning to read is an exciting time for your child and for you. Enjoy the process, have patience, and go at your child's pace. Don't worry if it takes a while. Learning to read is amazingly complex. Enjoy and be enthralled watching your child learn to read.